let's look at a situation where, and we've had this. I'm going to come to my external modules, and this time I'm going to want to enable a module called prevent past or future dates. So I've already added it here. And again, there's no configuration of this, and it's not over here because what happens is the prevent past or future dates. If you look at the documentation, it creates, it's got good documentation, but it says basically that it creates two action tags. So I'm going to take a look at this for a second and look at my record status dashboard or my designer. So I've got this EKG form. Okay, so I've already played around with this a minute. I'm going to get rid of this a second. And let's take a look at this. So if I was filling this out and I had this EKG and I wanted to put in a date, I could put in, January 20th by mistake and say complete and save and exit the form. And, I'd have, an incorrect date in there. However, if I go to my designer and go back to my EKG form, and then for the date of the EKG, I enter the action. I go and look, I'm sorry, not action tag. Yeah, the action tags. And I go look and I will find that there are these new ones, prevent future date and prevent past date. So I'm going to add prevent the past date and save it. Now, if I open my record status dashboard and I open up an EKG and I put in 21st, try to leave, it's going to tell me I can't do that because it's outside of the date range, right? As soon as I bring in today, then it's fine. So we have a scheduling system that we've built for some studies like the antibody testing, where participants can go in and pick the date that they want of their appointment for their test. One of the key pieces of that is to prevent them from picking a date that's before today. I mean, that's just going to screw things up. So using something like this would help. And again, if you want to look at the external module and the documentation, you'll see that there are some different configuration options here. So this is, this can be useful for your project if you want to make sure that people don't enter a date that's after a certain date. Like you're only scheduling for a week, you don't want them to enter a date after next Friday. You can use the prevent future date.